Hey, if you're considering buying a rural property and you've never lived in the country, one thing you're going to be thinking about for sure that you've never had to think about is water and where it comes from as it relates to your house. So if you're going to be thinking about moving into the country where you don't have quote unquote city water, water is going to be coming from a number of different sources. So it could be coming from a well, it could be coming from a stream or creek, it could be coming from a pond, a spring, it could even be coming in from a rain collection system in a more off-grid situation, or it could be coming from a combination of these things. So there's a few things to think about, of course, when it comes to this kind of stuff, because this is completely brand new to you. In the West Kootenays, you're going to find any of these different types of incoming water systems. And sometimes the water is sourced from a property by property basis. So in other words, it could be just one property sourcing the water with their own well, with access to a stream, et cetera, or it could be even like a community water system where a number of different properties are sourcing the water together, or it could be your regional district or a local improvement district is responsible for sourcing the water and then distributing to the properties. So there's a number of different ways that happens. And then further to that, you've got treatment options. So sometimes people have, let's just say you have a well, and perhaps you could be just drinking the water straight from the well with no further treatment or even water softening. Sometimes you might have water coming into your house from its source and you're filtering it, or you could be treating it with UV or other methods. And further, depending on the mineral content, if you might be softening the water. So there's a number of things there. With your real estate agent, you could be trying to ascertain from the seller the quantity and quality of water available, also asking where the water is coming from, as well as filtering, treatment, situations, that kind of stuff. So there's a number of things you can do as you go along in the process. And further to that, you can even put in legal clauses into any offers to confirm certain things, like I said, such as quality, quantity of water, etc. So we're going to just take a quick little look at the pump house on my own property, just to give you an idea of what one situation looks like. So basically behind me is the pump house for the well for my house. And so this well is shared by two other properties. And basically what's happened is there was a well drilled here in the ground, and we built this shack that goes over top and houses all the different pieces involved in collecting and then distributing that water. We're going to pop inside and have a look and see exactly what we're talking about. Okay, so inside the pump house, basically we've got our pump, which is drilled down here. You probably can't see it on camera, and so that's all set up there. And then over on the wall here, we've got electrical equipment that is responsible for providing electricity to the pump that pumps up the water. We've got a holding tank here, and then further than that, down here, we've got some distribution piping system that goes out to the various houses it's on. Again, it could be one house, you could have several houses that these wells supply. Different setups could be like, you have a spring that feeds a pond, then the pond is distributed out to different houses. There's thousands of different ways this can be done. And again, you're going to discover that when you're looking for real estate in the West Kootenays. So that's one example of one way water is collected and distributed into your property. The main point here is a lot of this is beyond my expertise. However, a real estate agent can help guide you in trying to determine the best course of action into investigating what your property that you're interested in might have in terms of a water collection system. And also just remember, this stuff, there's a learning curve to learning this. There's nothing mysterious about it, and they're professionals who all know how to deal with this kind of stuff and how to provide answers for questions that you have. In the meantime, if you're shopping for houses in the West Kootenays, buying or selling, love to help you. Give me a call and we'll try to make your real estate dreams a reality.